The Nigerian maritime industry is a crucial pillar of our economy, facilitating international trade and contributing significantly to national revenue. Today, we will explore the Nigerian Customs Service effort in enhancing integration and efficiency in our ports. We are very grateful that we are invited to this, but we also recognize that it is imperative that we are invited because Nigerian Customs Service is synonymous with trade, and trade is very significant in the growth of nations. As we all know, every nation that has developed in the world developed through trade, and essentially trade through the maritime sector. Britain was built through trade and maritime trade for that matter. America was founded when Christopher Columbus and co were traveling around the world looking for spices. So we cannot underrate the significance of trade in nation building. And for us as a developing nation, we rely so much on revenue generated from trade to build Nigeria. And Nigerian Customs Service plays a very significant role in this aspect. So today we are going to discuss what we are doing in collaboration with other stakeholders in order to enhance trade, optimize service delivery, and improve the competitiveness of Nigerian business environment vis-a-vis that of the communities within the sub-region, and indeed Africa, particularly as we are preparing for the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, which is what is going to succeed the economic trade that we've been modeling within the sub-region, the ECOWAS, that is the ETLS. So today we are going to take a look, we introduce what we're about to do, which is what I've just done. We take an overview of the Nigerian Customs Service and what we stand for, and we talk about the importance of the port community system, the Nigerian Customs Service integrated system, which is the platform with which Nigerian Customs Service is relating to the rest of the stakeholders. We will try to attempt to give a history of how we arrived where we are today. Then we talk about integration with other stakeholders, our efforts in securing the nation through anti-smuggling, and then collection of government revenue, which is one of our core mandates, particularly now that Nigerian economy is beginning to pick up. And then we will conclude. Let me start by saying that the Nigerian Customs Service has gone through a series of reform measures. Next slide, please. Some of which you all know. Several of us here will recall the days of Bill of Entry. We'll also recall the days of the long room. And we'll recall the days of the SGD that was paper. We will also recall the days when you have to go to the Customs Processing Center to meet those in charge of data capture, to manually data capture the manifest. That is, we'll be talking about having documents that will be up to 1,000 pages with all the numerous inputs, and you need to get somebody to sit down and start inputting them one after the other. We also recall the days of the Bill of Entry when somebody can sit at the back of his car and help you sign a document. We have also provided the vehicle identification number for vehicle search. We have introduced the 846, which is one of the tools we use to optimize clearance of vessels. The query and amendment sheet has been electronic, And then our selectivity principles for risk management have been improved. And then we introduced the smart fraud detection. Now, one thing I've observed is that all this, when you encounter certain stakeholders, they tell you we never knew about it. That means there is need for effective communication between us. Now, this is the nicest architecture. You have companies which include the license submission of other agencies, government agencies, the clearance, carriers, everybody. Here we mean the transporters, the shipping lines, the vessels, and then we have the terminal operators and every other person. All these people are connected to the server. Yes. Now, this is the simplified customs clearance process. There's something I want us to notice here. If you notice, every other thing done here, almost 80% of what we do in the port is done at the traders zone. This is one aspect people don't know, and let me explain it this way. You pay at the bank, that has nothing to do with customs. You approach shipping company, it has nothing to do with customs. You go to terminal, it has nothing to do with customs. The only thing that you do with customs now that involves us is cargo examination. I want us to interrogate this. So when we talk about delays in the system, ask yourself which aspect of customs operation is actually within the custom domain proper. I want you to interrogate this effectively. Importer agent registration, SGD assessment, importer agent e-payment at the bank, release request, even delivery, all happen at the trader zone. The only thing that happens at customs zone is the release and is the examination of that cargo. These are the benefits of NICES, which you all already know: increase in revenue, and then super clearance of goods at the right time. Now, this is the main thing that brought us here. This is what we do. Next slide, please. Good. For us as customs, this is our community. Everybody is represented. Nigerian Agricultural Quarantine Service, National Bureau of Statistics, FIROS, everybody, including here, FAN, NPA, the master, airline, shipping company, everybody. So you can see that everybody you see here is already connected to customs. That means our port community system is already enhanced. And if you know that you are not here and you need to be here, kindly get across to us. It will enhance your business. But I also want you to take a proper look at this and see that this is what we've been able to achieve. I want to once again thank us, but before I leave, let me remind us that as part of our efforts to enhance our community relationship with the rest of you, we have introduced the time-ready study, which is ongoing in Tinkham Port. We have introduced the authorized economic operators. We have introduced advanced ruling. I want us to recognize that the present Controller General of Customs, in less than 1 year, have achieved all this and deserves a round of applause. Thank you very much.